this video I will show how I built the cab for my Accucraft Edrig. To me, the Edrig is too big of a loco to be cabless, so I decided to scratch build one to fit onto the original side tanks. I've never really done any metalworking, so this was going to be a new experience for me. I was going to need to learn how to cut and shape brass and solder the sheet brass together. Inspiration for the cab came from the kit by Swift 16. This is a kit designed to fit onto an Edrig chassis, as seen in the picture. The first step was to build a cardboard model, or CAD design. This would allow me to check the sizing and fitment of the cab to the loco. Next, the materials needed for the project were ordered. I started out by marking out the cab front plate onto the brass. The spectacle ring holes were then drilled using a step drill bit. Here we see the front plate with both spectacle rings drilled, and it has been cut out and filed into shape. I cut the rough shape out using an angle grinder and filed it down to the score marks to finish it off. The next stage was to mark out the cab sides. These were then cut out using the angle grinder again. I took some photos of the filing process this time. Now I had the cab front and sides ready to be soldered together. To help hold the brass square whilst soldering, I made this jig out of some old oak worktop. The plan was to use this metal block to hold the cab down into the jig whilst I soldered it. Having never soldered sheet materials before, I decided not to film it, and so here is a photo of the finished joint. Whilst being far from perfect, I decided that it would do the job. The other side of the cab was then soldered on. The next part of the project was making the back of the cab. This was to be two upright pieces of 5mm brass angle with a curved piece of brass across the top. The curved piece of brass was cut and shaped out of the brass sheet in the same way as the front and side parts of the cab. This was then soldered onto the original back to the footplate. The back of the cab was then soldered onto the sides of the cab, and we were ready to test fit the bodywork onto the chassis. Fortunately, it all fitted together and lined up correctly. I also test fitted the DJB Engineering buffer beams. I had fitted these to my Talgarth, and they greatly improved the look of the loco. Back to the workshop, and I now started shaping a bracket for the whistle. This was a fairly simple design made out of a offcut of the brass sheet. The loco was then reassembled for a final test fit before painting. The bodywork was thoroughly cleaned and sanded down before the painting process began. The first job was to spray the bodywork with primer. The loco would be painted black, as with my Talgarth and one of the two Berties that I own. Here we see the bodywork after it had been sprayed black. The next job, while the paint was drying, was to make the cab roof. This was again cut out of the brass sheet. To create the curve, I used a rolling pin and a folded up towel. This took a bit of trial and error to get the correct curvature of the brass. To hold the cab roof in place onto the bodywork, I used brass angle. This was then soldered onto the underside of the cab roof, positioned so that it would hold the cab roof in place. The next job was to strip the loco down to remove the boiler, ready for that to be painted also. Once the boiler was removed, it was sanded down and sprayed black. And this was the exciting part. The reassembly of the loco had begun. It was now time for the big reveal.